Well, hi everyone. Today I'm taking you on a trip to Zimbabwe. And no, you did not hear that wrong. I did mean I'm taking you on a trip to Zimbabwe. Meaning, basically, our key ingredient today is going to be cow's stomach, also known as tripe. But culturally, in Zimbabwe, we call it maguru. So here we go, this is our key ingredient. Now this is fresh cow tripe. Basically, it is the stomach of a cow. Believe it or not, this is actually a delicacy in many parts of the world. Not just Zimbabwe or Southern Africa. It is eaten universally. So once you've got your tripe together, you want to cut it into rectangular or triangular pieces. Something else you definitely would love to pay attention to is to make sure that you rinse it thoroughly once you've done cutting it. As you can see, I'm going to be doing right here. I'm going to run it through some water and just take out the extra fatty bits and also the little parts that I may not desire in the tripe. And as you know, everything always in my recipes, well, not always, but typically needs to start off with a base of garlic and some butter. This just adds a really nice, rich, creamy flavor. So for this one, I will not be using any oil. I'm completely going to be using butter as the base for this ingredient. And there you go, added my thyme, and then I'm going to drop in my garlic along with some salt and pepper. Now, if it's one thing you want to know about Southern Africans or Zimbabweans is we love our chili. So here we go, I'm adding my peri-peri chili seasoning into the mix and just stirring it all together, dropping in a bit more butter. Now, one thing you want to pay attention to is this is going to be quite a buttery dish. And don't worry if you're on a diet, the butter is an exact measurement with the tripe to make a healthy balance in there. Right, so after this, I'm gonna grab my tomato paste. But if you would like to use fresh tomatoes, go right ahead and do that as well. But for me, I'm gonna use my tomato paste. So I'm gonna squeeze in 2 tablespoons into the tripe. And as you can see, I'm adding a bit more of that peri-peri seasoning. Now, you can add 1.5 up to 2 tablespoons, depending on how spicy you like your food. So, this is where the magic starts to happen. I'm going to add in 900 milliliters of water to boil down the tripe until it's nice and tender. Now, you have to boil for 2.5 hours. I know it's a lot of time, but it will be worth it. Trust me. So guys, because this is me, I'm gonna add a twist to my classic tripe recipe. By this, I'm adding some halloumi into the recipe. So as you can see here, I'm about to grill my halloumi. And also, I'm gonna grab a red onion. Oh yeah, that too will be getting grilled along with the halloumi. So we're gonna set our oven to 220 cc. So back to the tripe. This is 1.5 hours and it's about nearly done here. So I'm gonna add some cornstarch mixed with water into the mix just to thicken it up a little bit. And do you see how that halloumi looks? It's nice and perfect, golden brown. And you're gonna drop that into your tripe just 10 minutes before serving. Mix it all together, and another secret ingredient we are using in this is we're gonna use cannellini beans. So feel free to use any sort of beans that you have in your kitchen. A nice alternative will be butter beans. They work perfectly with this sort of ingredient. So I'm gonna drop those into my tripe, and bear in mind this is about 5 minutes before I'm about to serve it. And now you want to drop in a final tablespoon of butter. This is just to get that nice and creamy taste in there. Now guys, I promise you, you have to taste this. It is just absolutely delicious. Even I do a little happy dance when I'm eating. So guys, this is our national Zimbabwean staple ingredient. It's called sadza. If you're going to have any traditional Zimbabwean recipe or dish, you're going to definitely have sadza along with it. It's a huge part of our culture. And big shout out to my sister. She actually made the sadza for me. I did promise her I will not be taking any credit for making the sada. To be honest, she does it amazingly well, and I think she should actually join me for one of my tutorial videos to show you how to make sada the Zimbabwean traditional way. So here we have our plating guide 101. So this is a plating guide that you can follow. I'm gonna place my sada on the bottom plate, diagonally on one side. And would you look at that tripe in the center bowl and that gorgeous beans just dripping, and also that beautiful halloumi. I am in love with this recipe and the little modern twist I added to it as well. It really works. So the reason why I added halloumi is because I like the contrast of the tripe and the halloumi together. So guys, remember those onions that we did grill with the halloumi? Well, there they go. They go right at the top of this recipe. And traditionally, you're supposed to have this with some kale, but I wanted to add some watercress just to give it that modern, new age version. And on that note, welcome to Zimbabwe, the beautiful land that birthed me. In staying true to my culture, I will be eating this recipe using my hands, the classic way in how us as Zimbabweans eat our food. This recipe is not only amazingly delicious and absolutely beautiful, it also represents to you a culture, people, how generations upon generations of the Shona and Ndebele people of Zimbabwe survived, how they thrive, and also how no part of an animal that may have been slaughtered was put to waste, from the skin to the horns to the actual cow stomach. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this taste of Zimbabwe. Please subscribe, like, and share this channel. And I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.